Good morning, people. About 2.5 hours. It's about almost 6 o'clock. Started at about 3:30. I just remembered it's my birthday today. Totally forgot about it. Good grief. I'm getting old. That might be all we see of the sun today. Pretty cloudy day. Possibility of light rain this morning. And thunderstorms in the afternoon. Which is one of the reasons I got going really early this morning. Right in front of me, believe it or not, it's called Tigger Peak. T-I-double-G-R. About 4.5 miles in, about 2 miles to go, about 2,500 feet of elevation gain to go. And so far so good. Beautiful up here. I just hope it doesn't rain, but it probably will. We'll deal with what comes. That is our destination. Right now we are at 5.1 mile in, which, if everything is accurate in distance, we got roughly 1.7 miles to go and about 2,000 feet of elevation gain. So it's 7 o'clock. I want to be up there by 9. That seems doable at this point. We shall see. One of the main reasons I hope it doesn't rain is that rocks tend to get slippery when it's raining and wet. Hopefully, Lord willing, it stays dry. One item of concern is that it is starting to sprinkle just a little bit. Little sprinkles coming down, tiny little flecks on my bald head. So, not dangerous by any means yet, but monitoring as we go. And no guarantees right now, people. I'm feeling tired, and it's starting to, the little, tiny little fuzzy raindrops are turning into full raindrops. And the rocks are starting to get slick. And we have reached the ridge, people. I got my windbreaker on, which I think is waterproof, and my backpack cover on. So, not like it was raining enough to warrant that. But good grief, how could I possibly stop now? I figure, yeah, the rocks are wet. The rocks are wet now, and they're gonna be later. That really hasn't changed. The rocks being slippery, trying to find flat, just flatness to put my feet on. Anything at an angle, my feet just slip. I'm just really paying close attention to conditions and talking to people on their way down, and some people are turning around already. Most people are still going. I'm not feeling like it's horribly dangerous yet, so I'm going to keep going, but not an ideal day, that's for sure. But we're here, and we'll make the best of it. If I have to turn around this close, then so be it. It's 8:30. It's raining. We've got about a half mile to go here. About about 900 feet of elevation. This is ridiculous. It's raining pretty significantly right now. Almost snow. There's my summit. I still have 700 feet to go in elevation. The wind is picking up. I'm soaking wet. I think I better turn around. It's snowing. This is awful. Absolutely awful. Did I really just come all that way for nothing? But if I keep going, is it dangerous? Yes, it is. Of course it's dangerous. I was actually able to just check radar. I've got such a good signal here. I was able to check radar, and it's not going away anytime soon. There's some people still going up though. I don't know. I'm soaking wet, and I'm wearing blue jeans today for some stupid reason. I should have been prepared for the moisture, and I wasn't. I know you're all screaming at home, go down, go down. Heading down. $13,500 feet. I want to get this on here. I always have to remember this. This is why I go down in situations like this. Because in the back of my mind, it's screaming at me. You have to love your family more than you do summiting mountains. And I do. I love my family more than I love summiting mountains. While all the effort is difficult, it's difficult to leave. I want to make it down safe and on time. It's my birthday. I want to have a nice time with my family tonight. I'm heading down. I'm packing up the phone because I don't want this thing getting wet. So, head down. We will get Princeton another day. It is September 23, and this is my second attempt this year on the Mount Princeton Trail. A little after 4:30, and we shouldn't be getting any rain this time. This time, wind will be our biggest concern, but we're gonna go for it. Down on Buena Vista and looking up at Orion and all the bright, beautiful stars. The stars are fantastic, just amazing. Okay, we are to the radio towers, and this is where people park. There's that one vehicle that I saw earlier. But yes, radio tower is about 3.2 miles in, and about an hour and 45 minutes in. And my headlamp is getting some good competition from the daylight. Very glad to see that. But the higher I get, the more I experience gusts of wind. Right now, nothing. A minute ago, whoosh. So we're gonna get gusty today. Hopefully not dangerous. They are predicting wind. So we'll see what happens. But yep, a little less than 2 miles from where the actual trail breaks off from this 4-wheel drive road, and things get real. So up here in a little ways, we'll actually start hitting some switchbacks and gaining some good altitude. We're at about 10,800 feet. The trail started at about 8,900 feet, so almost 2,000 feet of gain. And there's that wind I was telling you about. Two hours in, 3 3/4 miles. And we are gonna have a sunrise, people. In the switchbacks, still on the 4-wheel drive road, and getting more and more exposed to the wind. Almost to the part where the trail breaks off from the 4-wheel drive road. I almost missed it last time. Thought it was up farther. But yeah, the road keeps going. There's like a chalet up there you can stay in somewhere. Anyway, right here, this is our exit. And then it wraps around and goes that way. There's our summit. I just got knocked over by the wind. The gusts. Well, it got real interesting there for a while with the wind, let me tell you. Put the hiking poles away. Wind was basically blowing me into the mountain, so I could catch myself that way. So that went well. But now it seems that the closer we're getting, I was hoping this was going to happen, that the closer we're getting to the mountain, the less wind there is. There hasn't been any major gusts. Every once in a while there's wind, but not those horrible gusts. It would be like no wind, 0 wind, and all of a sudden you got hammered. Had to be 50-mile-an-hour gust out of nowhere. So it's been crazy, but now we're getting close. No, I'm not getting close. Still got a 1.5 miles to go yet, but we're getting close to the switchbacks. So anyway, beautiful day otherwise. Other than the wind, that was getting scary. I was having thoughts of turning around, actually, which is saying something. My second attempt this year. I really want to get this over, but it's scary. So upward, and we are continuing upward. Right up there, center screen, there's the switchbacks. And this is where we've come from. So far, so good. Progress. Here we are. Keep on going here. It's cold out here, by the way. Very, very cold. Man, I hope I make it this time. Stays down to a manageable level. It's going to be vicious at the top, though, I'll bet. The trail, for the most part, is not snow covered. It's been pretty decent. I'm now up to the switchbacks. Now is where I'm concerned about the snow on my spikes. We'll see. But this is the switchbacks up to the ridge. We take the ridge up. So here we go. Not bad at all. The trail here too is good and clear snow, thankfully. Got the ridge. Okay, well, I've been here before. I didn't get this kind of view. There's Mount Antero, which I successfully summited early August. Now we walk the ridge, make our way up to Summit. Must have been miserable, because that's really close. That's really, really close. That's a full summit right there, but that's really close. Wow. Incredible. Not to the summit yet, but boy, that's a view. Decided to sit, take a break. It's been a lot of work, very hard work. Going up very steep here. And I got about 600 feet to go yet before I hit Summit. Very, very steep. And I'm not looking forward to the mountains. Other than the fact it'll give my heart a rest. It's hard work. I've done some hard climbs this year, and this is not the hardest thing I've done this year, but it's hard. Anyway, I'm at 14,000 feet right now. How sweet it is to be at 14,000 feet. I got 200 feet to go to hit Summit. I'll get there, but I'm resting again. birds are flying around me. I think they're laughing at me. Final ridge here. And now I got views to the west. To the east. There's my summit. This is awful. This is a somber reminder. Born November 13, 1965. In Summit, New York, died September 9, 1995 in Mount Princeton, Colorado. Killed on this spot by lightning. Wow. Yes! Yes! Mount Princeton. 14,200. Mount Princeton. God, Mount Princeton. Looking down. Looking down from the top of Mount Princeton! Woo! Just feel very overwhelmed and grateful to be here. But to see all these mountains that I've had opportunity to be on and to be able to look at them all. Because I'm only missing one now, Tabawatch. But all these to the north, I've been on them all, and it's just incredibly satisfying, but still humbling, because I know I don't get the strength of myself. I'm given the ability and the strength from the Lord, and all the glory to Him. And so, I don't know, for some reason, being on Princeton really hit me. Something about Princeton. I don't know why. Anyway. One more panel and that'll be it. We're gonna head down. The wind is atrocious, but there's Summit right up there. Yeah, right there. And I am down to the spot where I take switchbacks down. I'll be out of the wind here in mere seconds. The wind on this ridge has been horrific, but almost out of the wind until we get down there where we met up with it this morning. All that way, looking at the all the way down, holding on for dear life. Here we are, right down there. Yay! I was slightly wrong about that. Got a couple good gusts of wind coming down these switchbacks, almost knocked me over. I just got to be ready at all times for a good gust of wind. If not, I'm very close. So, this wind today has been a game changer. I had to deal with wind in a long time. I don't think I properly appreciated my hikes this summer. I've had any wind all summer. In September, here we go. Wind time! So, you know, it's relatively calm. What wind? Relax. Bam. Also, when descending, it doesn't seem to be this way when you ascend. just too busy just going up. When you're descending, you go around a thing like that, okay? And before that one, there's one also. I saw this one and I thought, hey, this corner right here, I bet you the talus ends right after that. No, there's another one. Yeah, I think that one grew since I was here this morning. Mixes with snow, that's exciting. And then the wind on top of it. Anyway, yes, they're the never-ending little corner things you gotta go around. Getting closer to the valley. We were up there. Not that you can hear me or anything. This is one of those places that you run into. It looks like the trail kind of goes down there. And it looks like the trail kind of goes up there. I was up there, and I just followed what I thought was a trail to the spot that I'm in now. This is one of those moments. You just kind of make it up as you go. I think the trail is straight ahead of me, so I'm just gonna go bloop, 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 bloop through there. Let's see how it goes. I checked where I went this morning compared to where I went the last time I tried to hike this mountain. And I went two completely different ways. So so last time I went down here, the time before I went through there, I'm gonna go down the middle. I guess that's what you gotta do. The good news is right there. The talus ends. Almost as exciting as summiting Mount Princeton is on the way down when the talus ends. The talus just ends, you say? That's exactly what I'm saying. It just ends. Right here. End of talus, right here. Normal trail. Four-wheel drive road. No wind. In fact, I'm downright warm right now. I'm gonna have to shed some layers. So good to be down out of the talus. So we gotta be careful a little bit here. Some areas of loose gravel. Typically, these next 5 miles of down are very gradual and do not pose much of a threat. So the percentage of possibility of me getting injured on this hike just went down dramatically, for which I'm very happy. Beautiful. There's the chalk cliffs. This side. They're much more impressive from the other side. I had those at the end of the Mount Antero video. The road to the trailhead for Mount Antero is right on the other side of those chalk cliffs there. It goes right next to them. So got some decent video of them at the end of that video. Okay, I'm gonna find a shady spot up here. I'm gonna eat something. Just a smidge early for the aspen changing. There's a nice one there. And maybe I was able to catch it on the video from the summit. There are patches of yellow around, but I'll bet you we're a week out yet. Next week, I'm planning on doing Pikes Peak, and hopefully, I don't know, but hopefully there's a lot of aspen. trees on Pikes Peak, because I'll bet you we'll hit it. I bet you we'll nail the aspen next week. We'll see. But yeah, just getting there. Getting there. Just past the radio towers. So about 3 more miles to go. And this is, the last time I did this, it was raining and this was a little tacky and it was great to walk down on. Now, dry and dusty, good grief. I almost lost it about 3 times now. So, in fact, maybe I'll lose it when I'm videoing here. Nope, sorry. Getting closer all the time. I can't video and walk at the same time because this road is a dusty road and I need my trekking poles and my full attention so that I don't wipe out. So far so good. Well, I made the final turn and I am on the last section of road before we get to the trailhead. That was quite a day. Of course, it's calmer than ever now. Got Princeton done. Pretty happy about that. That's pretty cool. That's number 28 for me. Next week with Pikes Peak will be my halfway 14er. Looking forward to that. But a lot to be thankful for today. Got down without injury and got to Summit Princeton. Thanks for watching. Summit is socked in the clouds, and right after I started heading down, I gotta get this thing back in the backpack again, but right after I started heading down, I could see snow accumulating on the rocks above me. So really no regrets. I think I made the right call to come down. It's still hard, but anyway, it is what it is. You can't do much about the weather. So yeah, Summit is socked in the clouds now. And most people that I talk to turn around. So I think we have a lot of people who are summitless today. So anyway, time to put the phone back in the pouch where it'll stay dry and warm. Well, dry anyway. And onward and downward. Back in the trees. And the road is now a river. Well, at least a stream. Kind of pretty down below. In its own way. You know, times like this, you might as well see the beauty in everything. 'Cause, well, just 'cause. Completely soaked. Wow. What a day. What a day. no summit, but hey, I got about 4,500 feet of gain today. So I did, you know, at least that gets recorded. That counts. And I could have made it. I know that. I know I could have made it. I was feeling just fine at 13.5. Looking up at that, it wasn't a matter of if I could make it or not physically. It was, can I make it safely? And be back down in time for my birthday supper. And both were in serious question. And as I've run the numbers through my head since then, it wouldn't have happened. Well, time-wise anyway, I would not have been on time for my birthday supper. And safety, it's not worth it. I mean, those rocks were so slick just from the water. Imagine having snow on top of them too yet. And there was a section there where there was hardly any flat rocks. And all slanted, you know, and you couldn't get a good foothold on them either. So yeah, this was really my last chance, really, for the month of August. My next opportunity is going to be first week of September. So, and who knows what September can bring, weather-wise. So, anyway, I was going to go regardless, and I went, and I made it a long ways. So. I wanted to get this. This really caught my attention on the way down. I am really hoofing it down, by the way. But I saw this and I saw, okay, aspen across the road. It was obviously dark this morning. I couldn't see this. But this aspen is twisted going across the road and is still alive. This is kind of blowing my mind a little bit. So obviously there was a fire through here at one time. You see up ahead here, there's burnt trees. I mean, there's burnt bark on these trees, right? So this aspen also, that one there, got completely fried and is dead. This one got partially fried, fell over, and is still alive. I mean, they say aspen are resilient, but good grief, that's incredible. The rain has subsided, but thoroughly wet, that is for sure. Thoroughly wet. Turns out that this windbreaker is not so waterproof after all. It does pretty good. It was better than not having it, but not waterproof. I'm pretty much wet all the way through. So, although I'm not drenched anymore, I'm just extremely damp. So, yeah, quite something. It's my birthday today. I'm 40-12, by the way. If any of you want to know how old I am. Yep, I turned 40-12 today. So, still very young, still able to climb 14ers. Very thankful for that. And thankful for the strength that I've been given, and yeah, even the desire to even do stuff like this. I count it an actual privilege to do this and to climb 14ers and to see different parts of this awesome state. And I'm finding very few people are as crazy as I am, willing to subject themselves to such pain and agony to just climb a mountain and then turn around and go right back down the same way you came. Why would anybody in their right mind do that? Got to see this valley. It's pretty cool. Well, almost back to the car, and I should say that this four-wheel drive road, for those of you who like to do four-wheel drive roads, isn't that bad. I thought the one up Antero was way worse than this one. So if you're into four-wheel drive and you're confident in your vehicle, go for it. There's a couple of the switchbacks were pretty steep, and there's some rough rocks here and there. But overall, average, not bad. I got big hikes coming up, and I think I mentioned this morning. You can't take a four-wheel drive up Mount of the Holy Cross, which is what I intend on doing next, or the Crestones or anything like that. So, no, I'd rather take it on foot. I get stronger that way, build up my endurance, and I don't mind a little bit walking that. So for those of you who want to shorten this hike down, yeah, it's a four-wheel drive. The only thing is that there's not very many pullouts. You have to be willing to kind of walk a wall here and there to let people through. It's kind of a pain. It's single, one lane all the way up. So, yeah. Anyway, almost back, and thanks for watching. Sorry I didn't make Summit, but we learned something today. Every time you go hiking, you learn something. There are restrooms here at the trailhead. I'm sorry, restroom. If you want to call that a restroom. It's a Mr. Potts. Lots of parking spots here. Many parking spaces. There's a lot of parking spots in here. A lot of room to park here at the lower trailhead. Kind of a cool place.